KennyS is the main star at the moment.
Yep.
And so you really look at his play, and despite the fact that, you know, we're seeing him miss some shots, maybe not get the opportunities or play the game we're used to seeing, he was still top fragging, like, you know, through all of that. And, you know, just showing his class, picking up AKs, doing wonderfully as well. So definitely things are going to go well, I think, here for Titan. So LDLC, how do you think LDLC are going to be thinking? Because I'm sure that they prepare a lot. They're a team that will have watched games from Titan, and they're going to know the setup that the Titan want to use on the CT side. How do you think LDLC can counteract the KennyS setup?
I think like Titan, they either know exactly like how to play this map, and LDLC know Titan how they're playing. I think that the important part is the Titan know that they know, and sometimes that can wriggle you around your head, and Titan sometimes maybe isn't comfortable playing their own style, and that could be a problem for Titan. I think that's been kind of the problem when they've faced off earlier.
So what kind of rounds do you think LDLC are going to show us here? Although we are moving into the pistol, so I may have to delay that one to see how the pistol goes. Of course, we're going to see that smoke going on mid at the start, and that's going to just, you know, block a little bit of information there for LDLC on the terrorist side. Oh my goodness, is he just connect to Scream's face through the door? I think that might have happened there. So LDLC getting a bit of a victory on the damage here right now.
Interesting thing to point out is that Kylie Mania, like everyone has armor, no nades at all on Team LDLC.
And looks like they're just going to Glock train this through to short, but actually getting blocked by a well-timed smoke, and also good return fire coming in from Titan here. So it looks like LDLC, they're not able to do exactly what they want, but they're going to swing back through middle, pick up a kill on Smiths, and MBK is going to have to come in and just figure out what the hell just happened over in mid. He's worked it out, but it's just him and KennyS left to try to make this work. There goes the flash in. MBK capitalizes with one frag, but it's all on KennyS against 3 players. Is the USBS going to be good enough? The James Bond skin coming out from KennyS, although they do decide to double back. They are playing it super safe right now.
Yeah. They're doing the smart thing. They know exactly where he is, so they're backing off, getting a safe plant instead of KennyS actually pushing KennyS. So let's see how this works out. If they get enough time to get the plant in, it should be around for LDLC.
That is sick respect to KennyS, and then just dropping him at the end there. But definitely going for the sure thing. LDLC to take the pistol round here, and Titan going to be up with an eco. Existence notably just loading up on grenades. What is this about?
I think they like to make fast pushes mid. This might not be the case, as they're going towards a pretty standard setup. Boosting 2 up short. I'm expecting Existence actually flashing for them short. So we're going on a pretty reactive setup where the peeking, trying to get them on short and flashing them, and then going all at once, trying to peek them.
And is that 4 smokes we're seeing from Titan as well? That's quite crazy for just having pistols. There goes 1 smoke from Scream into the tunnels there.
I think they're just trying to bait LDLC into that short position, using smokes to block off, and seems like LDLC is making the right call here and going out middle. They get free entrance to the B sites. Pick off Scream.
Nice entry there onto Scream. They're taking it slow and steady, and that surely wins the race now as they have control of the B bomb site. Bomb going to get dropped there by Team LDLC as KennyS and Existence are left without many options. And I'm still wondering exactly what Titan really hoped for with so many grenades. I mean, there was no weapons to back it up with, no armor. I mean, it wasn't just like, for example, HEs or something where they can maybe get a quick pick up a weapon. It was defensive grenades, you know, defensive flashes, defensive smokes.
I was kind of surprised they didn't actually like smoke off mid or smoke off B, have control over mid, like trying to get info early in mid and kind of baiting them into short. They actually smoked short off, and then LDLC went out mid instead. So I don't know what I think about that either.
And here we go, the classic Dust 2 spam. Everyone loves that. And Titan still on the eco, of course. Looking for something, going to go for that little pop flash there. Unable to get a kill onto Happy. Happy on half health, though. kennyS will finish him off to pick up the Galil, but I don't know how much that's going to help him out here. Apex is entry fragging over at A. They got the site. They're going to get the plant, and the Galil's pretty inaccurate along ranges, so this is going to be really tough for kennyS to get anything.
Yeah, and LDLC is playing it safe. They actually don't really need to challenge kennyS because he's probably, even though Apex just shut him down, but if he had a Galil, he's probably going to buy an AWP anyways, seeing it's the second eco round.
And so far, LDLC, I feel like they've managed they've done good risk management. They've really minimized any potential losses to make sure that, and this is a big deal. I mean, it may not seem like a big deal because we're winning rounds, but if they minimize the players that they lose, the weapons that they lose, the money that they lose, they're going to start building such a sick bank that eventually when Titan start to pull rounds together, LDLC are going to have a strong economy. They're going to be able to barrel down Titan and eventually put them back to ecos again. With they're giving themselves more lives. It's almost one way to think about it. And we're going to move into the first buy round. This is where Titan are going to show us how their setup really works.
Yep, they don't have as much nade as they probably want. They have four smokes and 4 flashes, and they're gonna start early with blocking B.
So some good grenades there and onto the B site to get Scream some position.
Surprised about how many nades actually LDLC is using. It seems like they're going for some quick pushes.
Oh, the little boost there, not going to work out. Gets caught off guard, kennyS. Wow, he's going to go down, and that is a huge loss there. Lots of money already lost. They lost their AWPer. They are segmented here, cut off between that B site, which is now under assault. Scream's going to go down. What surgical precision we're seeing from Team LDLC with these attacks. An amazing effect that they achieved. They cut off the sites from one another, and they isolated them.
When the smoke dissipated mid, they just threw out the flash, and I'm not sure if they knew it, they had the tower there, but both guys got blind and killed, and eventually just leading to the safe entry into B.
Very unlucky, and also very brave to just go in there. So LDLC, whether or not they intended for that to happen, it sure as hell, they're going to take it. And Titan now, they got to eco again, try to get that money back to get the setup that they want. Again, that 2-1-2 with the AWP in the hand of kennyS. And LDLC, they're off to a flying start on Dust 2, which we predicted at the start. Maybe it would be a map which is more. We're going to see more rounds from Titan, but on the CT side, and so far not a great start.
They haven't really gotten up that AWP on kennyS, which, in my opinion, is the vital part and vital key for actually picking up those rounds. Don't let Team LDLC rule the map. Let kennyS dominate the middle and. Yeah, you need an AWP on him, essentially, and I think they need to save for that.
That very well may have been the exact thinking behind them just pushing through mid. They're like, we don't care, we just want to kill kennyS. We just want to keep dropping that AWP from him, and if we can keep control of kennyS, who is the linchpin of the player, you pull the linchpin out, everything collapses, everything falls apart, and perhaps that is what they are going for. That's their strategy to win against Titan's CT side. And seeing Existence trying to get a little frag, a little cute exit kill, and then it's like, did the bomb just finish him off at that range?
Yeah, I think so.
That looks really weird. That's super
I think he had like 20, 25, 30 HP. So.
That is super weird. Either way, it's not a huge hit. As we can see, LDLC have a booming economy right now. So much money. Kaylee with that AWP in his hand, and 4 AKs.
Finally, kennyS with an AWP as well. So this is going to be an interesting duel.
Let's see if we can get anything from kennyS's play. He's just scouting around mid, probably blocked off by a smoke. Typically, he falls back immediately after that smoke blocks him off, which is smart because when the smoke's there, he's not getting information. Repositions, very standard reposition for kennyS over at short. And Uzi pushing up fast. He didn't expect it. Good response there from Existence as Trey's coming in, and the assault is on for B, but Scream tapping him down. And that is a great result there for Titan, really shutting down that aggression from LDLC. And LDLC had a good idea behind that. We saw the fake and execution too strong.
Yeah, Scream, amazing aim back at Plateau. He just tapped them once or twice in the head.
Michael Flatley would be proud.
Yeah, but
I've got references too, not just Tosspot. Okay.
I like how Titan seemed to be more creative once KennyS gets that up. He wants to be aggressive. He asks for boosts. He gets the boosts, and you know they get the map information in a totally different way when KennyS is confident to take the peaks.
So let's see now. I mean, we're going to have, again, this is what we're talking about. They still have a lot of money, LDLC. They got those, I think they've got maybe another buy in them if they lose this at least, especially if they get the bomb down. But Smith's great to see him working that AWP in over at B. They can probably leave him alone there now, which gives a lot more freedom to KennyS to roam, as they're going to have that cover in mid always. And you can see MBK's playing very close to the doors here, looking for that information. The smoke is down, though, and still just patient. Very, very patient is MBK. He's a great long player, I got to say. Yeah.
He usually is left alone by the Titan players, but he's so good at actually doing that work. It's really hard, but he makes it work. And Titan is making a heavy rotation towards A, which seems to be the right decision considering MBK alone there on long.
And this is really nice positioning. We can see Titan completely repositioning. KennyS is back over crossover, watching that shot. They've set up a good line to support each other. Titan, they're looking to make a good defense here. KennyS opening up with one. MBK in the pit there, looking to defend against another. Does drop the bomb. Going to call that to his teammates. Is happy with that AWP. Might be thinking about saving it, to be honest. He's against 4 players. Oh, misses the flick shot. Scream to drop him. And that's going to be 5-2. LDLC still looking good, still got some money in the bank. So, I mean, in fact, it looks really good for their money still.
Really good job by MBK. I mean, he got the information. He was all alone at long, and they made a push towards him. He just kept on surviving, jumped down pit, anti-flashed, and eventually, even though the backup was so far away, he still got the flashes to support.
Oh, and look at that. The AWP shenanigans in mid, that's always very tense stuff. I hate to be doing that myself because I swear I always die every time, but still, brave men on Titan. However, no players actually dropped their K, though. He took a lot of damage, so that's actually kind of nice. Just one nade could finish him off, well-placed nade, but looks to be that LDLC are taking controller short. This is quite a common thing we see from the terrace as well. It's a good default. Take controller short, push them back, open up your options as you open up the map control. And there's a great flash coming in. And here he goes, KennyS, up to his usual tricks. Gonna drop Apex as LDLC move up, undeterred by KennyS with that AWP, but KennyS is showing them a thing or two. Existence going to chime in with a kill onto Kaylee as well. And things are looking fantastic for Titan. They could never be better.
They're looking like a completely different team once KennyS just gets that off. Like, they just win flawlessly. Like, they get the entry, the opposition kind of panics, and they just scramble to get the kills.
Definitely. And actually, not so long ago, I tried to do a little analysis video of in my CT Spotlight series of KennyS and how he plays the AWP. And it's actually really, really common. Something he falls back onto is as soon as mid gets smoked, he often runs straight up to short because he has the information. Because he was watching mid before the smoke went down, he usually is like, okay, my information's probably good. They're not pushed on short. So he just goes by himself up to that spot, takes a shot, drops down. And that's a really common thing to watch out for if you ever find yourself against KennyS. But Titan, they are flying right now. They're really racking up the rounds at this point. And
they're building the catch as well. I mean, they won the last round almost. They won it flawlessly, I think.
Yes. Yeah, and they did. Crushing victory there.
They have enough money to go for a while. And I like that they have Smiths on that AWP. They can delay, they can use the smokes elsewhere, as Smith is holding B alone with the AWP and no one dares to challenge him.
And it looks like they're actually mixing it up a little bit here. No KennyS on short at the moment, and they are actually taking control. So this could go a lot better than the last round did for Team LDLC if they do decide to actually go up short, which it's looking like, looking at the positions that we can see as a spectators, it looks like the best option, but still a lot of pressure in mid. Perhaps they want to take that by storm. KennyS put to the test this time. He's going to whiff the shot, takes a lot of damage. And Titan, some of their players, they haven't lost any yet, but they're starting to get low. Things are starting to get tense. And Apex going to pick off the head of Existence over at the A bomb site as Titan try to hold desperately onto this. They are going to lose that bomb site. They have to. Actually, there's no rotation coming in.
Is key. They need a couple of kills, otherwise, yeah, there we go. KennyS picks up the kill, and it's a 4-on-4 now, and it's possible, but it's gonna be really hard for the CTs to recover mid. So they're just gonna screw it and just go for spawn instead.
Definitely. I was very surprised we saw a very slow rotation from Titan, but now they are on the A bomb site, combining their forces, awkward positions, getting taken down left and right. It's just Smith's left now with that AWP in a horrible position, and you almost got to wonder if it would have just been better to save. I mean, how do you feel when you're trying to retake? You can't go short, you can't go long, you have to go through CT spawn.
It's very difficult. I mean, they had the backup from long, so they basically only had to go and aim short. But at the same time, it's... I mean, Kenny S was low. I think another player was pretty low and kind of forced the situation. They had 2 ops in a retake situation.
Wow.
And that's never good.
It's definitely not good. And Titan, they got to recover, and this is not the way to do it. Kenny S looking for that duel. Kaylee takes him out, showing him who's boss in mid. And if you're LDLC, you just killed Kenny S. And okay, Happy gets a pick onto MBK. I guess you're looking at an A push at this point.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Titan should do in this place. Existence going for the fast retake on A, doesn't get it, and the Scream aims 1 out, but they're still in a really bad position as they're getting flanked from everywhere.
Oh no, caught mid-rotation. Very awkward spot. Has to look at 3 angles at once. Smith looking for those shots. There dives in. Uzi catches him in the head with the AWP. Looking for the shot there to keep himself alive. And I am certain of it. LDLC are going to try to hunt him down. He knows it. Switches out for that AK, but Happy to take him out. And I almost felt like, Scream's his little buddy there. It's just him and Smith's left. He's got to try to defend Smith, keep that AWP alive. But just it's a horrible position there, mid-rotation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pause coming in, so we have some time to talk. Relax, admin. But yeah, Titans still have money to go and buy an AWP for Kenny, and they don't have enough money to go double AWPs, I don't think. But I mean,
so how is this buy going to work? So like Smith can get maybe a FAMAS, and Existence can drop an AWP for Kenny. He can buy an M4, I guess, and then get armor. So it's going to be a really awkward... I guess they have to, don't they? They have to do it. It's going to be awkward.
But they might be actually going for full rifles here. Seem a bit undecisive. They dropped an M4 to Kenny's, which should suggest to me that they're not going for the AWP and instead full nades, full buy.
How do you feel about that decision? Not going AWP on Kenny S. Do you think it's the mix-up they need, or do you think it's just Kenny S is getting a bit scared of Kaylee?
No, I think it's... I don't think Kenny S is getting scared of Kaylee. I think it's just about the money, like how they want to sort it out, and that's how they do it. Instead of one having like a pistol, low nades, they go full buy for everyone.
How would you do it?
What's
the devil walkway?
I would probably drop the AWP and tell Kenny to go shoot some bullets through the chest.
I set you up for the smoke mid every day, but I think that was very subtle, so I'll let you go on that one.
I let it down once. I
was trying to...
I'm not trying anymore.
I was just thinking maybe I've got some connection that maybe Toswell doesn't have with you, but maybe not. I guess, were you still searching for the catchphrase? I didn't catch everything there.
I haven't checked the forums, but I'll make sure I'll do that. And
there's bound to be some good ones out there, I gotta say. These guys are creative.
Yeah, Tosbot is actively looking at the forums.
Yeah, he's traveling on the tube. He's probably checking right now.
So if you have a catchphrase for me, you can write in forums, and Tosbot will definitely look it up.
He won't let it go, will he?
No.
He is a stubborn man.
Yes, he is.
Very stubborn man. As stubborn as he is tall. And at the moment, LDLC definitely, if you're just joining us, they have a great start to the T half. We were expecting something more from Titan. To be honest, we've seen some great stuff from Titan. Where do you really feel like it's falling apart for them?
I don't really know. I mean, they're dying entries quite often. And Kenny's done both. Like, he died entry last time, but he's playing well. I mean, I'm not sure. They should probably try to go for mid push. Like, try to get... since Kylie, I'm not sure if he has an AWP or not, but if they don't have an AWP, a typical Titan strategy is pushing up mid.
All right, like the 3 mid push, 3-man mid push. Right. I've seen Virtus, they like that stuff as well, and they do have a strong Dust 2 side.
I know, we've taken it as well.
Yeah.
But
It is
Titan
fun
came
to
up with
watch.
it very, very aggressive with double AWP really, and it's very, very creative, and it works really well. Even though it looks theoretically very, very risky,
Yes.
it often works out.
It's that conditioning thing, isn't it? We condition them. We control mid. They're never gonna look mid, so you can go do it. I think Titan, they also, when they were very games, they also kind of innovated on Inferno with the same, like 3-man rushing mid. They just like to do that. And here we go, Happy looking for the pick. He's got good timing off the spawn. Not gonna get it though. And
this is kind of a situation where LDLC should know they're short now. They only saw one guy, no flashes, long. And he kept the angle so he couldn't pass through, which basically tells that they're probably short now, since he was alone.
So very interesting. I like how they are playing very together here. This setup reminds me a little bit of 1.6 actually, so kind of double short defense.
Yeah.
And I really like that. It's quite a cool bit nostalgic for me. But either way, LDLC, they're not testing short, and they normally do. So I really love this adjustment from Titan, because they did lose a lot of rounds because one of the big holes in their game plan is actually no man on short, unless maybe it's a Kenny S. So LDLC, look how slow they're playing it. This is what is going on in their minds right now with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they knew long was clear, so they kind of took it easy, gathered everyone up, and took control of a long.
Oh, very sneaky, Happy. Disgusting position there. Absolutely disgusting. As the rest of his team sneaks up into the bomb site. But execution coming out from Existence and MBK with the frags to even the score. Happy going to go in, takes control of short with 1 point of health remaining. This is so tense. Kenny S coming in from crossover with a double, looking for the third, and he's going to get it. Kenny S with an amazing clutch. Just so timely. They needed that so desperately. Look at the money. They needed that so badly. I cannot emphasize it enough. And Titan, thanks to Kenny S, put an AWP in his hands, put a rifle in his hands, put anything in his hands. He will deliver the goods. And Titan now, they have something to work with. They can fall back into their comfort zone. And here we see the eco for LDLC.
Yeah, crucial round from Kenny S. And he's, as you said, rewarded with an AWP. And
the best kind of reward.
Yeah, and Existence is actually pushing up mid. He sees the long guy along, Kenny S, gives him back from lower. Keeps on pushing.
Oh my goodness, Maniac has got something to say, punishing Existence. Because to be honest, Existence should have been punished for that little cheeky aggression. Kaylee, they are finding these frags with these P250s, and already this eco has turned into... I think you said yesterday, 2 frags on your eco. You're pretty happy with that. You've regained the investment more or less.
I mean, even with just killing one guy here is doing the investment. I mean, they have no armor. They have just pistols, and they had a couple of nades. So just killing one guy is enough. So I would say this is a very good eco from LDLC.
Yeah, I guess you can never underrate the economic damage for the CTs. They really need that money. That's maybe the next round grenades they can't buy. Maybe that's a FAMAS instead of an M4. Big stuff coming in from Titan to bring themselves back into the mix.
That's actually what we're seeing. The one who wins this round actually is the other guy is on eco, so it's worth 2 rounds basically.
Oh my god, they do it again. They are so far pushed up. Easy to take down one, but Scream just tapping them down with that big push up through mid. And Titan, I mean, you kind of called it. You're like expecting it. It's like, where is it, Titan? I want that 3-man rush to come in, and they delivered on a very crucial round as well. A round that LDLC had been saving for. A round that they wanted to call their strategy. They wanted to execute their moves. But Titan said no. They were proactive. They stopped any plan from LDLC from reaching maturity. And now LDLC, they're going for plan B. And plan B is long.
Yeah, and it's exactly, they knew Kyle didn't have an AWP, but it's not stopping him here. Picks up a triple kill and takes over A.
And it feels like the crazy thing here is that I think they were expecting that not to work, because we had Maniac with the bomb sitting in tunnels, and he's like, okay, guys, you go die in A, and then I'll go plant sneaky plant in B. But apparently LDLC, they've been hot today, and they're showing it again with the fragging prowess that we're seeing here in this round. And Existence, so 1 on 3, he has a kit, but this is going to be hard.
Yeah. I don't know if he should even go for it, but I guess he wants to keep the money low on LDLC. probably look for one frag and then back off, but seems like he's not finding it, so he's just backing off, saving his gun for the next round.
So how are Titan on the money right now?
I think they're pretty low. They're actually should be on eco next round.
Wow, big round victory for LDLC. Look how low they are as well. Definitely needing all of that. And wow, did he just take down? Was that an AWP? No, it's just an AK. Just I'm seeing things. I'm seeing things. I want to see AWPs because I want to see it get dropped to KDS next round. It's not going to happen. I need to shut up. But 8-5 now the score for LDLC, picking another one up. And Titan only 5 rounds, but I think they're doing okay. They're reacting well to this. But it's quite a forced buy coming in here because of that save of the AK.
And yeah, it was a hard decision, but I think Titan made the right decision. Force buying there is absolutely fine. Otherwise, they would have had just 1 weapon round. Now they have the potential of getting 2.
And again, we're seeing their 2-man setup on short, and that seems to be what they're liking to do without that AWP in mid for Kenny S. And it does make a lot of sense playing very much maybe for a retake instead of holding long, keeping themselves tight together. Kenny S going to get dropped by Apex as they push in short. They're already testing it now, and this is the first time we've seen LDLC run into that setup, and so far it's not looking good for them. They are getting crushed. These nades are really spot on, and Existor's going to charge in. What is he doing? He's crazy. He gets 1 frag, drops the bomb, but is that really enough? I don't know. MBK fighting back with the FAMAS, equaling the situation, but dropping into the scope of Kaylee, as well as Smith's Scream, the only man left with the P250, but he's done more with less. Can Scream do this? Looks like not. Happy going to take that last frag.
That's really important by Kylie. He just pushed that mid, he got them from behind the rotation, and yeah, Kylie basically won that round while the team was... Yeah, a good flank from Kylie, simple enough. And yeah, this is looking grim for Titan. They had a couple of rounds in the beginning and they looked great, but Team LDLC pushing it back.
I almost don't know what to say, like, as far as Titan go. Like, where did they go wrong? I feel like it's really hard to even fathom a guess at that one. Good entry frags coming in onto B, and it looks like LDLC are setting themselves up for that 10-5 first half, which is pretty damn strong on T.
Yeah, and they have great positions right now. They have even have Dark from lower, which is really great, owning B.
Oh, the flick shot from Kenny S. Do not test this man's reactions. Kenny S with another headshot onto Apex. Didn't know what hit him. Grenade in hand, falls back, manages to live to tell the tale. Gonna push in forward. He knows it's all on this last round. Moving in with the flashes. Not gonna work, but he put on a show before he went out, and Assistant's gonna get dropped there. So, what was LDLC doing right?
Well, they kind of won the key rounds. Titan kept forcing, and I mean, LDLC, they played slow. They played very steady. When they had the op, they let Kaylee get the opportunities to get the entries, took short, and they probably knew that Titan likes to having short. They usually are 2 or 1 guy there always, instead of playing the conventional way is playing a lot of people long.
And look at this, they're going super aggressive on short. LDLC want that information, they want that pressure, and they're going to figure it out right now. And they're going to double on back to the A bomb site before the bomb's gone down, and they're just picking off Titan players left, right, and center. Kenny S only with 1. Scream now left, cannot do a thing. I love that push. I'm in love with that quick short rush on the pistol. Yeah,
gives you a lot of information, and there was a lot of nades going out long, and Team LDLC, they were so defensive on long to be help from the side, and their nades kind of didn't do that as much as the Titan wanted.
So now Titan are in the eco position once again, and we see all the FAMAS coming in from LDLC. It's not looking good for them, is it? It's definitely a big deficit for them.
If they cannot get a few kills off LDLC's weapon, I mean, they're on the T side, so it's not horrible. But Team LDLC picking up the pistol round surely makes a lot better for them.
Good moves coming in here from LDLC. Some good counter flashes to take down all those eco frags. Juicy eco frags. And there you go, another quick clean up there for LDLC. And no bomb plants coming in for Titan, so ecoing again. I'm a little surprised they didn't go for of a pistol armor in that last round.
Yeah,
but
and we see Kenny S is actually, he's on the most money. He hasn't bought a thing except for that CZ now. So he's probably going for that AWP, which I definitely like. I think AWPing ST on Dust 2 is probably one of the most important roles you can have on this map.
And what is the biggest role of an AWPer on T?
Well, it's so different between teams. In our team, JW is very aggressive, trying to get picks on the entries. Some teams play AWPers more angle-based, like holding A from cars, holding short from cars, and you know, it's just a very, very difficult role to manage as T and CT. There's so many good positions for the AWP on this map, while on other maps they're kind of a few which you can just smoke off, but it's more unpredictable on this map.
And it does seem like I mean, Existence managed to get himself a hold of Happy's M4, so they're actually pushing in onto short here. And they do have the bomb with them, so if Existence is able to connect, they can pull off some crazy moves here. They're all lining up a bit though. I'm a bit nervous about that, but it looks like they're going to get themselves in on top of the site, or perhaps not. Kaylee with the shutdown. Existence looking for that guy at long. He knows he's there, but unfortunately his teammates were not able to delay Kaylee enough, and Kaylee had him in the back. So 13-5. Feels like Titan can't put a step wrong now.
No, this is obviously a crucial round. I mean, Titan has to win this to even mount a comeback. They have to win this. And Kylie gets the entry on Kenny.
Oh my god. This man is on fire. And what are you going to do about that? That is such a very, well, it's a very dire situation now for Titan. Losing Kenny S straight away on that buy. Existence has an AWP still. What is the plan here for Titan? They lost a man.
A very usual thing is try to go out middle, but they're stacked out there. They had the tower and pick Scream off. And 5-on-3 with Existence peeking with an AWP on mid.
And it seems to be that definitely Titan are searching for some answers here. It's hard, isn't it? They've got to play quite reactively and try to forge an opening. It looks like they're going to look towards short, but from what we've seen so far, LDLC read this, and they are always in position at the right times. So let's see if Titan can execute, because that seems to be what it's down to. Kaylee, oh, that flash was perfectly timed, and oh no, missing the shot onto Kaylee. He is going to regret that one, as Kaylee lives still, and caught by Apex on the drop. And NBK move in, picks it up. Two players, amazing headshots coming in from NBK to try to save this situation. It looks bad, but NBK makes it look just that little bit better now as they move in on top of that A-bomb site. NBK's watchful gaze over it long, looking for those heads. And I would not want to be peeking against him right now, as, wow.
It was a pretty weird decision by Existence, jumping down spawn with an AWP and the bomb on him. And
there were so many players alive still. It's
crazy. So, I don't know. I don't think he knew he had the bomb. Someone must have dropped him on him, and he didn't really know. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that happens.
So we're moving into the next round here, and LDLC got only 2 away from this crushing victory against Titan. I suppose they're most violent French competition here, and they are getting aggressive. They're taking these rounds and taking risks because they got so many to fall back on top of. And looks like Titan are really stressed under the pressure at this point. Kenny S and Smiths remain, and they're trying to get something done with these rifles. But here comes the flank from Maniac. Sprays him down. Kenny S falls. Smiths in the fire.
And a 1-on-3 with a Galil, and this is not looking good.
Oh, wow. Didn't get the kill there.
It just shoots him in the head, and that's that. 15 rounds for LDLC. Titan scrambling, barely have enough for AKs and full armor. They have 3 smokes, 6 flashes, and 2 HGs. So I'm wondering a bit. I think they need to stop the entry kills they're actually getting. Apex with an entry kill on Kenny S again. And
couple kills coming in there, it looks like. And a trade, 1 apiece. Titan, I believe. I don't know if I'll go so far as saying I'm seeing the Easter Bunny and Father Christmas and all that stuff that Toshbot was saying, but Titan can do this. They have an AWP in the hands of Smiths, and they are making their way up short here. They just have to get this entry pick, but no, Existence dropping the bomb on short. I'm not sure if Happy spotted that when he took him out, but definitely a big loss there coming in for Titan. But there's still 3. They just have to push the aggression hard and fast and get that 3-on-1, that 3-on-2, make it good. That's all they have to do. But LDLC are so hot right now.
Yeah, and they have so many nades they can actually delay them with flashes, molotovs. They should be able to get the rotation in and get a backstab here. Apex picks up 1 kill. Second one finishes off with a third one, and to go 16-5 to LDLC.
You just cannot argue with LDLC's execution today. I mean, it's a team. To me, this always felt like a team. Okay, these guys, they know how to make the setups. They know how to play with each other. They have all the good strategies. They got the rehearsal. But then when they're hitting the shots on top of that,
yeah,
it's hard. It's pretty hard. So here we go. We have an instant replay of Apex just having fun.
Yeah. Getting those last 3 kills of the map and securing the win for LDLC. Well played. The whole team, wasn't anyone really lacking behind. No one was like super amazing. Just everyone had their moments in LDLC, and they pushed through as a team, and it's pretty cool to see.
Would you say there's, any rhyme or reason to the 16-5 apart from LDLC being really hot? Was this a result you were anticipating? I mean,
not really. I thought Titan would have that map. Does too, considering Kenny S. It looked good in the beginning after losing those 5 rounds. They picked up 3 in a row, I think, and then they kind of crumbled, and LDLC got new footings. But I don't know what it is. If it's some kind of brain ghost, just that feel of them knowing how you play might affect Titan negatively.
Definitely. Well, mate, let's throw it over to James, see what his thoughts are on this affair. It's a very crushing victory. What do you think, James?
Well, LDLC got off to a really good start. They had a good pistol round, and they really stormed to the first. The first 3 rounds was 3-0, was really good. Then the question was, how were they going to deal with Kenny S? They didn't even upgrade their guns when they went on a full buy round. They had 2-3 Galils on their team. Kaylee had a Galil as well, and it was like, okay, we can buy an AWP and go for a duel against Kenny S, or why don't we just go and take Kenny S's AWP instead? So they just went down to mid, took Kenny S's AWP away from him. That basically killed the round for Titan there. Put them on eco again. Suddenly LDLC are 5-0 up. Titan managed to get 1 round back and bring it to 5-1, and then they went for the double AWP setup, which got off to a very good start. They had Smithy holding B with the AWP, and then Kenny S in mid, and they got it back to 5-3. And, momentum was in their favor, and then it all kind of just slowed down and just didn't really go anywhere for them. They had Titan had a good push from B when they had the other team on eco. We had 2 guys pushing B, and they went up mid, and then Happy killed both of them, unfortunately. But it was a good idea from them. They were trying to keep LDLC on their toes. However, LDLC's preparation was superior on this occasion. Half ended up being 10-5, so Titan were on the T side, which is slightly favored with only 5 rounds. If they get the pistol round, then they're in good shape to do well in the second half. Unfortunately for them, LDLC just pushed up short and really caused massive problems for them. Took the pistol round on that side, and after that, it was just, quite hard for Titan to get back into the game. They had 1 good round where Existence had the bomb and the AWP on shorts. Probably didn't know he had the bomb. Jumped down, basically a suicide drop, no parachute. Went down into CT spawn with the bomb, dropped the bomb there. They managed to get a smoke down, but I mean, it was just too hard. There was too many angles to cover with only 2 people left. And that round, he missed a shot on the site as well. If he managed to get the AWP to Smithy, maybe it would have been a different matter. Maybe that would have got them into the game and really hurt LDLC's economy. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for them, and LDLC have taken the first game. So I think we'll probably go to a short break, hear some esports music, and then we'll be back with the second match.